Welcome to another video in which I will be sharing some more free analysis and education to all of you. If you're new to the channel, I'm a top author on the TradingView platform, as well as running an educational company and swing trading full-time. Without further ado, let's get straight in the video and provide some free value for all of you.
What's up, traders? Let's speak about gold. So I brought here for you guys on chart the new values for the commitment of traders that came out obviously Friday. And what you can see is that basically, although it's still true that the hedge funds basically have still a very strong long exposure, it's also true that they have been reducing their longs. Okay, they're just closing again more longs. They're starting to close their longs, and this aligns better with our overall perspective. So it's true that overall they still have a massive long positions, but they're starting to close them. In fact, we have minus 17k longs that were closed. Now, the reason for which basically you see after this impulse the market that is just consolidating is because basically they have all these longs open that they are closing. So what they're doing, they're generating the liquidity that they need to close out their positions and then make the real push to the downside. So basically they're using the liquidity of people that are buying from these areas to short. Okay, this is basically what they're doing. They're closing out their longs for the next push to the downside. This is overall what they're trying to do. Now, this aligns also with the overall technical analysis that we have on gold. In fact, if you look from a monthly perspective, this commodity, what you can clearly see is that you have a clear overextended W formation to the upside. And after an overextended W formation, you expect a push to the downside. Now, we already expected a push to the 382. And now if we take a Fibonacci from the low to the high, you can see that the market already hit the 332. So the next target will be the 50%. And then the overall target will be the 0.618, which is the golden ratio and the level that is aligning better with the structure. In fact, if you can clearly see it, basically the previous resistance around this area, which is now turned support, is aligning perfectly with the golden ratio. And that is the level that overall the market is supposed to hit. But the first level will be the monthly target at the 50%. Now, let's keep charts clean and basically check one other thing from a monthly perspective. In fact, if you go on the line chart, what you can clearly see by putting a horizontal ray on this close is that at the moment, the market is retesting the previous monthly close, which is a strong level. And as you know, although yes, it's true, if you zoom in, you can see that the market is currently from a monthly basis above this level. The month has a lot of days left before this monthly candle basically closes. So there is all the time for the market to make the push to the downside, and basically this will turn out to be a perfect retest of the previous monthly close. So let's go down on the weekly and see what kind of price action we're getting from a weekly perspective. Now, as you can see here, as soon as we go down on the weekly, we can clearly see that the monthly target makes a lot of sense because we have resistance here, broke to the upside, went for a perfect retest with this wicks, and then make the push to the upside. And this is a strong liquidity zone for the market that is supposed to be retested. So that is our overall target to the downside makes even more sense. Now, if we look at the most recent price action, what you can clearly see, we have support here, again support. All of that support is turned resistance. And from this level, we expect the market to start a push to the downside. Now, if we take our Fibonacci from the high to the low of the impulse, and if you're asking yourself why from the high to the low, because if you want information on this retracement, you need to take your Fibonacci on the impulse. You will see that the market already rejected the 50%, and this 50% is the level that is aligning better with the structure that you have to the left. This support turned resistance, all of this support here, which is now turned resistance. Now let's go down on the daily and see what price action we're getting. So on the daily time frame, we already saw it actually. We clearly have a market that has been respecting this counter trend line. Why a counter trend line? Because overall we know that the trend is supposed to be to the downside. So a trend line that is to the upside is a counter trend line. So basically a trend line that is meant to break. And if you look at the market, you can also see that basically the market has been moving inside of this channel and at the moment is retesting resistance, because you can clearly see that we have resistance here, and this is again resistance. So overall, we have the possibility to create a triple top at this area and start the push to the downside. Now on the 4-hour time frame, as we have already seen, the market is overall structural, both from a structural and environmental perspective, bullish. So basically, we need to wait for the market to change at least structure and then also environment. So what we will be doing with the students is we will be monitoring price action inside of this area for a potential push to the downside. If basically on the 4-hour time frame, the structure will change to the downside, the environment of the market will change to the downside, and the market will provide us with one of our valid entries, then we will definitely be taking the short on gold. On the other side, if the market will not show us one of our valid entries, then obviously we will not take a short, because we only execute positions if all the rules of our strategy are satisfied, because otherwise it means that the market has higher probabilities to move again to the upside and possibly go for another retest of the high of the channel. So it's very important to monitor price action on the 4-hour time frame, and that is definitely what we will be doing with students this week. Let's speak about the Euro CAD. So just a quick check at the COT data. So what you can clearly see here is that from a Euro perspective, what happened basically is that they closed, hedge funds and institutions, basically they closed 1K of their shorts and they opened more longs. But overall the market is they're basically still positioned for shorts. Okay, they did close some of them and open some longs, but overall we still have a 35.9% shorts. Okay, so we have 232K shorts and only 164K longs. So at the moment Euro is still bearish. Plus basically in this data, basically the 2 days are missing. Okay, so when we got this big push to the downside, that push to the downside is not reported, so we can clearly imagine what they did when they actually pushed the market. Okay, in this way basically they either added a lot of shorts, or basically they closed out some longs. So basically this push to the downside is not reported, but definitely there are more sellers than what is reported here. Plus if you look at the CAD, what you can clearly see is that from a change perspective, basically they closed both longs and shorts. Okay, they closed both of them, so no big deal. We still have 55K longs and a 35K shorts, so overall we have a 32.7% long. So we are long on CAD, short on Euro, which is a very strong indication that overall this market is supposed to push to the downside. Now let's make a full analysis on Euro CAD and see what kind of price action we're getting. So starting from the monthly time frame, what do we get from the monthly? So what you can clearly see here from a monthly perspective is that the market has broken this very major trend line. Okay, we had a touch here, another touch here, another touch here, then the market broke, went for a perfect retest. Look how precise this retest actually was. Extremely precise retest here, and now the market is we basically expect the market to continue to the downside. Now if you look at the most recent price action, the market made an impulse, made a correction, and you expect the next impulse to the downside. This is the most basic pattern in the market. The market loves to move in waves, so impulses and corrections. Now if you take your Fibonacci from the high to the low, what you can clearly see is that overall the market is rejecting the 382 Fibonacci from the monthly time frame, taken from the high to the low. Going down on the weekly time frame, what kind of price action we're getting. On the weekly time frame, what you can clearly see is that overall the market has been rejecting this area of previous support, now term resistance, and has been rejecting it multiple times. Here, again, and again. So overall, we expect the market to shift away from this zone. Let's move down on the daily time frame and see what kind of price action we're getting on the daily. So on the daily time frame, what you can clearly see is that the market has created this W formation, and we expect from here a push to the downside. Plus, if you look only on the most recent price action, you have a clear impulse followed by a correction, and you now expect the next impulse to the downside. Taking your Fibonacci from the high to the low of the daily impulse, because if you want information on the retracement, you have to take your Fibonacci on the impulse. You can clearly see that the market rejected the 78.6. So basically it went for the highest retest that it could have possibly went for. And from this area, we definitely expect continuation to the downside, and the market is also near to break this counter trend line. Until the market will break this trend line, it's a little bit risky to go short because this could hold as new support, but it's all about monitoring price action on the 4-hour time frame at this point. What we will be doing with students inside of this area is basically monitoring price action to see if the market will provide us one of our valid entries. If the market will provide us one of our valid entries inside of this area, then we will definitely be taking this short, and we will be holding this short for the long term with a very good risk to reward. On the other side, if the market will not provide us one of our valid entries, then we will not take the trade because the market has very good probabilities of evolving its price action. So at the moment, it's all about monitoring price action inside of this area. Let's give the first target basically for the push to the downside. If we manage, the market basically gives us one of our valid entries inside of this area. When we will take the short, our first profit target will be taken by taking our Fibonacci from the high to the low, and the -27, because this will clearly be the weekly previous leg, our target will be at the -27. So you can already see that there will be a very, very good risk to reward to the downside if on the 4-hour time frame we will get one of our valid entries. Okay, so let's speak about CADJPY. So let's start by just checking out quickly what we have from a CUT perspective. So the first thing that we can clearly see is that institutions and hedge funds at the moment on CAD are long with a 32.7% long positions and 20% short positions. So overall they are long on CAD, and from a change perspective, they closed 8,000 positions both for long and for short. So not something very interesting. They closed both of them, and overall we have 55,000 longs and 34,000 shorts. So overall long on CAD. So JPY, what we clearly have is 43% shorts. Okay, from a change perspective, nothing really interesting. They closed 6,000 longs and they closed 10,000 shorts, but not something very interesting. The interesting part is that they have a 41,000 longs but 85,000 shorts. So overall they're short on JPY, long on CAD. So CADJPY, already from this perspective, we already are expecting continuation to the upside. Now let's make a full analysis and see if the technicals are matching. So what we can clearly see here from a weekly perspective on CADJPY, what we can clearly see is that the market has already broken this basically counter trend line to the upside. The market has created a clear head and shoulders here, going to retest the exact previous resistance, now turn support. The market went exactly to retest this level and created a very nice impulsive phase to the upside with this impulse creating a higher high because the previous high was here and the market created a higher high. Then we made a nice retracement exactly to the previous resistance, now turned support. So basically the market went to retest exactly the previous resistance, turned support, and now started a new phase to the upside, a new impulse to the upside, because that is how the market moves. I mean, you know how the market moves. The market makes impulses, corrections, impulses, corrections, impulses, corrections, all the time, okay? There are waves in the market. So from this area, what are we expecting? We're expecting continuation to the upside. Now, if we want to define a target, we need to take our Fibonacci from the low to the high of the retracement. Why? Because if we want information on this impulse, we need to take our Fibonacci on the retracement. So we immediately have our overall upside target at the -27 of the Fibonacci taken on the previous leg. Now, if we go down on the daily time frame, what kind of price action we're getting? So on the daily time frame, it's pretty clear that overall we have created this overextended W formation to the upside. After a W formation like this, we want to see a retracement. So from a daily perspective, what we need to wait for before we can start looking to execute a position is a retracement to this area. So basically what we want to see the market make a retracement to this area that is also in confluence with the Fibonacci taken from the low to the high of the impulse. And what you can see is that the 50% is the Fibonacci that is aligning better with structure. So we want to see the market go for a retracement, inside of this area. And from here, we want to take our long to the upside. But it will be very important to monitor price action on the 4-hour time frame inside of this area. So what we will be doing with students, we will be monitoring price action on the 4-hour time frame inside of this area for a potential long opportunity with very good probabilities and very good risk to rewards. So if the market inside of here will provide us with one of our valid entries that satisfy all the rules of our strategy, then definitely we will be taking this long. On the other side, if the market will not provide one of our valid entries, it means that overall the market has high probabilities of breaking this zone to the downside. So we will not execute the position. So it's very important to monitor price action on the 4-hour time frame.
I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you smash the like button. It really does support the creation of more free analysis and education for all of you. If you still haven't, make sure you go check out the mentorship program. It's a very complete program. You get the rules of all my strategies, as well as getting all your questions answered each and every day and trading the strategies live with me. You can just go check out the link below, and I will see you all in the next video.